every generation of Pokemon games give us just a handful of Pokemon that get completely forgotten and lost in time. And the Galar region is no different. Here are 8 Pokemon that we will forget about. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Team Next Phase, where 5 amazing collectibles, TCG, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, Flesh and Blood content creators have come together to make one epic, awesome place where you can watch daily content in the realm of collectibles and TCG. I am Travis from TCG Funhouse, and today, guys, we have a really cool video because I'm going to be talking about 8 Pokemon from the Generation 8 games of Sword and Shield, the Galar region, that honestly will be forgotten in time. There's always at least a handful or a couple of Pokemon in every generation that just gets dropped by the Pokemon company, or people don't care about it and it just vanishes in future games, TCG cards, things like that. Looking at you, Deerling, and like Sock and Throw. Like, seriously? Like, when they made Sock and Throw, did they really think that it was going to be like a big hitting, awesome looking Pokemon that we were just going to want 10 years down the road? Absolutely not. And again, the Galar region is no different, so let's get into the top 8 Pokemon that we're just not going to see ever again. Starting off the list here at number 8 is actually my favorite Pokemon on the entire list. Not in the whole Galar region, but just on this list, and that's Phalanx. Phalanx, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated Pokemon of the entire generation of Sword and Shield, because it's honestly a pretty cool looking and awesome idea Pokemon. Like, it's based on, like, you know, the old like Roman and Spartan like lineup of a Phalanx where they put all their shields side by side and they all fight together as one group, one unit, as opposed to separately, right? So that's the whole premise of this Pokemon. He is a pure fighting type Pokemon. It did get a V card already in the TCG, but honestly, if we're really looking back at the Generation 8 games and the Pokemon that it brought with it, do you really see Phalanx playing a huge part in like animes and movies and things like that down the road? Honestly, I really don't. So as much as I like Phalanx, its artwork, its color scheme and stuff like that, I really just don't think it's a Pokemon that's going to hold longevity, and we may very sparsely see it in the future. Alright, time for that unlucky number 7 here on 8 Pokemon from the Galar region that you will just not find in later generations of the game, and it's going to have to be everybody's least favorite octopus Pokemon that was ever made, and it's Kleepus. So I don't know about you guys, but the name of it is very, very weird. I'm not sure who came up with the English name of Kleepus for this Pokemon, but it's very raunchy kind of sounding and bad sounding. And I know if you're a man child like me and like most people who play the Pokemon game, it's really hard to get past the name of Kleepus. And then not only that, it's just not a very good Pokemon. It's not cute. The color scheme on it is very bland and boring. I don't even really like Grapploct that much. Kleepus, it's a boxing Pokemon, and Grapploct is like a MMA type Pokemon. Like, I get where they're coming from these names. Neither of them do it for me. The styles, neither of them really do it. Grapploct looks a lot better than Kleepus does. But just in general, Kleepus is very underwhelming. It's just not cute. They almost tried to sell it as like a baby Pokemon, but without actually making it a baby Pokemon. And I really don't know anybody that's just grabbed onto Kleepus and been like, this is my Galar Pokemon. So I really don't expect to see this one in the future. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what do you think of Kleepus? It's time for number 6 on the list, and it's actually a Pokemon that is very synonymous with the Galar region, which is one of the reasons why I don't think we will see it in future iterations, and that is Jorner. Jorner is the one-off Pokemon that's got no pre-evolutions, no secondary evolutionary forms. It's just a standalone Pokemon. Usually those standalone Pokemons get some fanfare and people enjoy them. Looking at you like Magmar and Electabuzz before they got their evolutions. And some of the more synonymous Pokemon with Galar in this like version as well. It's like, you know, you put it in the same line as like the Toxtricities and the Dragapults and things like that. The Duraludons, right? Very similar to Duraludon. If you had to choose a Pokemon, are you going with Duraludon or Jorner? You know, they're both single evolution Pokemon that only reside in the Galar region, and to me, they're not even close. Jorner is very boring. It's very bland. It's just a basic rock type Pokemon. It doesn't have any secondary evolutionary forms. It's not very fantastic statistically or anything like that. So again, it has received a V card and a VMAX card in the game already, but I really don't anticipate Jorner being a linchpin of the Pokemon community for years to come, like you may see from Pokemon like a Dragapult or things like that. I mean, Jorner, it's a bunch of rocks put together. Like, I get where it came from, like with the Stonehenge references in England and stuff like that. Like, I get it, but I really just don't expect it to go anywhere. 5-time, and I'm actually kind of disappointed that this Pokemon is on the list as well, kind of like Phalanx, because I think it's actually a really cool looking, fantastic Pokemon that has like a really interesting type story, and that's Runeriggas. It's kind of a Galarian version without being a Galarian version, you know, because there's Yamask, Galarian Yamask, but Galarian Yamask evolves into Runeriggas when Yamask evolves into Coffaragaris, or how do you even say that name? Oh my gosh. So it's like a Galarian Pokemon without being a Galarian Pokemon, which is a little bit weird. But the reason why I think it's just going to be completely forgotten about is because Coffaragaris was basically forgotten about for a very, very long time before it did get its pseudo like Galarian form here in Generation 8. And now that Yamask has gotten its Galarian form, I really don't see Pokemon ever doing anything with the Yamask line or the Runeriggas line ever again. I mean, I don't even... Did we get a Runeriggas V? Let me know in the comment section. And I'm drawing a blank right now if we did get a ultra rare for Runeriggas. But I just don't see it going anywhere, guys. It's unfortunate. It's a ground ghost type Pokemon. And it's actually a really, really cool style artwork Pokemon as well. It's like haunted hieroglyphs and stuff like that, which is like really, really cool to think of. But I really just don't see Pokemon doing anything with this line, this whole line, after Generation 8. Breaking that top 5 here at number 4 on the list is another like pseudo Galarian version Pokemon without getting the term Galarian in front of its name. And that's Indeedy. So it's really very similar to like an Audino Pokemon. I mean, they're basically cousins, right? I don't know if there is like a exact, like, are they cousins? Like, what's the story with that? I'm not sure. But Indeedy is one of the ugliest Pokemon ever drawn, ever made by the Pokemon Company. This thing is absolutely hideous. It got a little bit of a spotlight when they made it like the companion of that guy that helps you relearn moves and stuff like that. So you get to see Indeedy quite a bit in the games, and it's the same thing in the anime, like the same character and stuff. But I just really don't see Pokemon Company ever doing anything with Indeedy. Again, we got the Indeedy V and the TCG, but I don't know anybody out there that is just really excited and has to play with Indeedy all the time. It's got a female version and a male version. They're both equally terrible looking, I'm not gonna lie. At least Audino has like a cute streak to it, to where it's a little cuteness, right? It's almost like a cuter Blissey or something. Indeedy is just terrible. It looks like a goth version of Audino. I really would not even matter if they did not put this Pokemon in any other games in the future. It's just gonna go to the wayside. It's gonna be completely forgotten about. Let me know, what do you guys think about Indeedy? Alright, time for number 3 here on the list, and this is going to be a controversial choice because I've actually seen quite a few people that like this Pokemon or one of its evolutions, and I'm talking about Applein. I think Applein was the most ridiculous idea that Pokemon has ever come up with. It's a grass dragon type, so basically it's a very small dragon that as soon as it's born decides to go in an apple and just like hide in an apple its whole life, and depending on what kind of apple it has, it either turns into a Flapple, which is okay, like it's pretty cool, or an Appleton. And Appleton is literally like apple pie Pokemon. Like, I do not like food Pokemon already. And for some reason, the Galar region, they just really liked it. They gave us Milcery and Alcremie, like literally gave us cake and apple pie. So it's a little weird. I'm kind of over the food type Pokemon. I don't think Applein is cute at all. I've seen, oh my gosh, it's so cute, it's a little apple and a dragon. It's like, no, it's not. It's a dumb idea. Flapple is okay. I mean, it looks kind of intimidating, but then you realize that it just has like apple skin around it, and it's got like a core on its head, and it's just not it. It's just not there. I don't know. I think Applein and Appleton and Flapple are all bad, terrible Pokemon, and I really don't see the Pokemon Company really putting them in the forefront of like a Generation 9 or Generation 10 when they're putting the, you know, the Galar Pokemon in other Pokemon dexes. I don't know if Applein's going to be one of the first choices on the list. I really don't see it going much farther than Generation 8. It's time for number 2 on the list, Silver Medal, for a competition you don't want to be in, I guess you would say. But we're talking about 8 Galarian Pokemon that are going to be lost in time and completely forgotten about. And in my number 2 spot is Pinchurchin. And you'll notice something about my list. It has a lot of Pokemon on it that are almost like pseudo-Galarian versions, right? So Pinchurchin is completely a ripoff or a Galarian form of Pyukumuku from Sun and Moon in the Alola region, but they're not related at all. So I feel like they have this group of Pokemon like Indeedy and Pinchurchin that really should be Galarian Pyukumuku or Galarian Audino, but they completely just didn't do that. Maybe they thought they had too many Galarian versions already. I'm not sure. But Pyukumuku is a full electric type, Pinchurchin is a full electric type, and I just don't really think anybody ever wants to play with Pinchurchin. Like, they throw them quite a bit in the raid dens, and I really don't ever want to use them at all. So I'm like, avoid that thing. But yeah, they're just not good. And there's a butt on its nose. Like, it has a butt nose. They literally put a butt cheeks on this Pokemon's nose. Who wants to play with butt cheeks? I'm just saying. It's gold medal time, and the number 1 Pokemon that's going to be dropped by the Pokemon community as soon as Generation 8 in Galar region, we've moved on from it and we're in a new generation, and I'm talking about Arakuda. Yes, the one Pokemon that has it is gold medal time here for the number 1 Pokemon that's going to be dropped by the entirety of the Pokemon community and likely the Pokemon Company after Generation 8 is over, and I'm talking about Arakuda. Yes, we're talking about a Pokemon that has one claim to fame, and that's that it hangs out of Cramorant's mouth. When you're a Pokemon that is, you've been seen more by the Pokemon community by being inside of a derpy bird's mouth than actually battling with trainers, you just have a poor future ahead of you. So I really don't see Arakuda going anywhere, which kind of stinks because Barraskewda is actually really cool. It's got the spinny fin on its tail and actually looks really intimidating for a fish Pokemon. I'm not big on fish Pokemon anyway, because like when you see them like floating around in the world, when it's like, well, you should be swimming, right? It's weird that they do that. But Barraskewda looks pretty sweet, but Arakuda looks like a derpy version of Barraskewda. And then on top of that, it just gets eaten by Cramorants all day long. That's all it does. That's why it's here. So when that's your claim to fame, you're just not going to be doing anything in the future for sure. Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, thank you for checking out my list. It was a heck of a lot of fun to do. Again guys, this list is just my opinion. It's just my opinion. So attack me in the comments if you want and be like, dude, the fact you have Applein on this list, I'm very upset. And I'm going to come to you and we're going to fight, bro. Like, let me know, man, because I want to know, what do you think are the most forgettable Pokemon in Generation 8, the Galar region? Because there's quite a few on there. It's one of the weakest generations in my opinion. But I still think it's better than Alola. I think Alola was really, really bad. So they did get one step up, but for the most part, I don't think it compares even close to, like, let's say a Johto region, or even like a Sinnoh region at all. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What is your most forgettable Pokemon that you will never see again in 8-9 years down the road? You'll probably just completely forget that it even existed in the first place until you're looking at your old cards. Smash that like button for me, guys. Drop a sub here on the channel for Team Next Phase. We post daily content revolving around Pokemon, TCGs, collectibles, all kinds of stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, it's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, we do a podcast every single Monday with myself and the Broke Nerd. So please, guys, go check it out. On Monday, we just talked about all the drama that's happening in the Pokemon community, plus the awesome V-Union stuff that we have. So that is going to be a heck of a lot of fun. So make sure you guys go check that out. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful night.